right? I'm going to her house. I train her at home. She's an older woman, and so we work a lot on like very basic stuff. We're trying to be able to do a kneel down and stand up without using our hands. Different things like that, developing strength. But she's doing phenomenal. But anyway, so I go to her house, and usually I go through the back, and I just set up everything,
Listen to the
there,
story
because
so far.
I don't want to walk through her house. She has a really nice house, like, right?
You let
It's a
yourself
really
in? You have
expensive
a
home.
key?
Yeah, she tells me, like, but it's through the back. I just walk over the gate. It's like this little dog gate, and I just step over, right? So anyway, and she's usually in the house on the phone, or somebody's coming over or leaving or something. She's supposed to be finishing up biking, like 10 minutes before we get there. She warms up on the recumbent bike. And then she meet me outside. I got yoga mats. I got all my equipment. We ready to rock and roll. And then today I'm like, oh, she didn't put the yoga mats down. All right, I'll do it. Walk over, grab everything out the bin, lay everything out. And I'm like, looks pretty dark in her house. I'll wait a few minutes. So I'm stretching, I'm waiting. And then 10 minutes go by and I call her and it goes straight to voicemail. I'm like, maybe on do not disturb. I call again, straight to voicemail. I text. I know she got iPhone. I got a text message color, the green, right? So no iMessage. I'm like, all right, this phone is off, right? I was like, maybe she had a little hot date or something, or maybe she's not here. Maybe she forgot we had our session. We're like clockwork users. So I leave and I call her friend who I also train, and she was like, that's weird. She hasn't picked up the phone for me either today. I'm like, okay. She was like, can you go back and check on her? I'm like, yeah, I don't mind going back. She was like, I'll give you the service door keypad code to her garage. And she was like, if the car is there, she's there, because she has nowhere else to go. And, she just moved there like less than a month ago. So I go, I put in the keypad number, and her Cadillac sitting there, just like an old rich white lady Cadillac sitting in the garage. I'm like, all right. So she's obviously in this house. So I'm like, look,
She's dead.
I feel really uncomfortable. I don't want to go any further. And my other client who's on the phone guided me through. She's like, well, if she's in the house, then that means the alarm isn't on. I'm like, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean she left today. That could be still, no way. I'm like, no. I don't feel comfortable. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave. She's like, wait, go around, check the door, pull on the door. And I'm like, if I pull on the door, I'm afraid that the alarm will sound. She's like, all right, well, go to the front and look through her office window. And I'm like, all right, I'll peek in the window.
That's a great
And it's
story.
a big old package out front. It's like something that looks like from IKEA need to be put together. So then I go and I peer in the window. I'm like, look, all right. I do a quick look, like, ain't nobody in there. Nobody in there. I don't see nobody. All right. She ain't home. I don't know how, but she ain't home. And then she's like, go around back and look. I'm like, oh my God, lady, listen to me. I am a black man in an affluent neighborhood over here. I can't be caught. Look at it. I'm like, there's Donald Trump flags, Mike Pence, like stickers everywhere around here. I'm like, this is the last place I want to be like doing something wrong, right? Or
Right, that
fit the
dude was just out
description.
for a jog and he
Yeah,
got pinched.
listen, bro, I live in a state where it's open carry. You can walk up in a building with your pistol out. All right. So anyway, I'm like, look, I'll go around back, I'll check. So I'm stepping, you have to step down the steps. She has like this little dog area for a dog, which she haven't gotten yet. Step down the steps. And then I like have to look up this window, so I'm like down, but I'm looking up and I'm balancing on the step. And my client is in the bed, just staring at the ceiling. I'm like, all right,
Oh,
she cool. I'm
fuck.
going home. I'm like, she's cool. I'm going home. I'm
Oh,
going home.
no.
Like, I'm going home. I saw her. Look, I shit you not. She's at like horizontal level, right? But I can see her face, and she has on makeup. So I'm like, she got up today. I see some mascara on her eyes, and I seen her blink. I'm like, that's all I need. This lady is okay. I'm going home. She don't want to be bothered. And then I left. And my client's like, that is so weird. Like, why would she not do that? Like, I'm like, look, she don't want to be bothered today. She didn't say nothing. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm going home. I'm
That's
still charging
crazy.
her for the session. Yeah. So I'm at home, like, whatever. She gonna have to text me later. She was maybe just not having a good day, I think, to me, that story made me think, like, you know what? You ain't gotta tell nobody your business. Look, if you obviously sent all the signals you don't want to be bothered. She didn't answer the door. She like knock on the window. I'm like, this lady has a smart home. I press the doorbell, it starts recording me, and it's ringing in her room, and her phone gets it. She got iPads in the house. I'm like, she know I'm here. She don't want to be bothered. It's cool. And it's like, I was like, damn, I can't wait till I have fucking money where I could just, just throw away an hour and a half of like personal training session. Like, fuck it. I'm not having a good day. I'm not getting out of the bed. Like, I can't wait till I get to that level.
Wow.
Story.
She was probably playing dead, hoping you'd leave the whole time. Right? And you just kept coming back, looking in windows.
All right, let me tell you.
I left the first time. I was like, it's cool. She won't be dead in this bed. Look, I thought, if she dead, I'm suspect number one. Okay. So I made sure that I left breadcrumbs. I took a selfie when I was there. I'm gonna see you this shit by. I took a selfie. I was like, waiting, like outside. Like, called, left message. Hey, I'm concerned. I made sure I was visible on all the cameras. I'm like, that's not liking my black ass.
No. That's funny. All right, so let me tell you something. So when I was a kid, I don't even know Hannah. I don't know if you know this story. Hannah knows a lot about me. I don't know.
Ooh, new story. Wow.
So I don't know. I might have to take this out of the video later. But all right. So when I was a kid, my mom was like, I know she got a phone call. I could tell she was real stressed. She's on the phone. She's like real stressed, and I'm like, just a kid. And she's like, we need to go to your grandma's house, her mom. And I'm like, okay. So we drive there, and it's kind of a long drive. It's probably like 45 minutes. So we get there, and what I gained like from hearing the conversation and hearing the, what was going on, I was like, oh man, something bad's going on. Like she's gonna kill herself or something, right? So I don't know what I'm about to walk into, right? I'm about to walk into this house. So we walk into this house, and then my mom's like, okay, go find your grandma. And I'm like, Ma, you're sending me up in this house right now? Like, what are we doing, right?
You about to find her body. Whoever's scared as hell.
I know. So I walked to the back of the house, and I used to have like nightmares about this house, So like I get to the back of the house, and she's lying in her bed, staring at the ceiling like Anton's story, and she's going, ba 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 ba.
Shit. She on drugs?
And I was like, I don't know what to this day, I, who knows? But she was just blah, 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 blah. And I'm like trying not to laugh. I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, Grandma, like, you good? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's up? So
I know my client.
That's your client.
She's a recovering alcoholic, and her husband died like tragically when he was drunk. He just fell down in the backyard, and they came and found him. I think maybe the next day or sometime later, like, just out, like falling while you're drunk is dangerous, especially if you're old. So I think it's just really hitting her, she's having a tough time.
I think your client's on pills, and your client was just out of it. She might
have hit an Ambien, bro.
And your client might hit a counselor, but the good news is we have one right here for him. He just recently got released, so send him your info.
I know. She go to AA and all that shit. It's just like, you in this big ass house by yourself. What the fuck, Mike? I give you a 4,000 square feet house, which reduced from like 8,000 when you had a husband. I think it's either 3,000 or 4,000. That's a big ass house to me. And you just by yourself, and it's like, it's all like fucking what's my boy Frank Lloyd Write It Out, mid-century modern, like expensive ass little things on the wall and here and shit.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about lady's house.
Yeah, I get it. Like,
if you by yourself, what the fuck the first thing you gonna do? I was like, well, she probably shouldn't have this wine refrigerator next to the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit. I bet. Look, you can get cocaine, Ambien, Vicodin, fentanyl all around the rich neighborhoods. This is rich people drugs. All right.
They got the
all
good
the
shit
that your doctor's supposed to give you. That's what you get.
Oh man.
She might have been hit.
You ain't talked to her since?
I mean, hell no. I left her. Look.
When is this?
That was today.
You better call her tomorrow, maybe.
I leave that up to you. If you don't want to talk about it, next time we meet, I don't talk about that shit. I have this discretion autonomy and privacy with the relationship, you know?
Except for
like,
on
look,
podcasts.
Except for y'all ain't gonna find this bitch, all right?
Honestly.
Y'all know. You are not gonna find this old lady, all right? But anyway.
All right, I got it. Modern, like, 4,000 square feet.
I ain't say no cities, nothing. You don't know how far I got to drive to get there.
Me neither. All right, you ready?
But seriously, it's some freaky shit, man.
We need to update.
She can do what she want to do. She can sit in the bed and stare at the motherfucking ceiling and pop mollies all day. I don't give a fuck. All right, I still got paid.
Did you get paid though?
Hell yeah, I got paid. I'm
She
already
paid you?
paid. I'm prepaid, bro. I'm paid for everything. Like if you buy like 30 sessions from me, I get that shit up front. The whole thing.
Even if they cancel, then what?
And they cancel, I go on my little scheduler app and I be like, complete it. And I put a note. Bitch, you're staring at the ceiling.
You're wrong for that.
Staring at the motherfucking ceiling. Oh my God.
He said, I don't care if she die or live. I got the money. You're wrong. I
kind of care if she died. You know, I care if she died. I care about my client. Of course I care about it. You know,
I don't know.
I actually do.
I'm sorry.
You sound a little bit.
I don't care if you want to. No, I don't care if you want to sit in the bed today. You can sit on your ass and
you watch your chest rise.
Yeah, I didn't see that much. See, her bed was hot. I saw this bitch blink, and I was like, look, I don't know if that was what I wanted to see or what I actually saw, but that's what's up in here. All right.
And then like, blink if you're alive. Blink if you're alive.
And it's crazy because she had one of those little Chinese like things where you fold and you get dressed behind it, the divider, the room divider, and then it was like this much space in the window, and I'm like down here like I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, I think that bitch alive. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, look,
he has no idea.
Listen to me. I think I was in more danger than she was. All right. If somebody would have saw me 10 seconds, some dude would have been like, hey, what are you doing over there? What the fuck I've been saying? Staring in the window. I think the best thing is just say
you gotta get the other lady on the phone as a witness.
Say exactly. I'm trying to call her, but she ain't answering. But she right here.
Oh, that's so funny. That's a crazy story.
Bro,
yikes. Well, I hope she's okay.
All right, let me tell you.
Thursday. See Thursday. Appointment already scheduled. All right, she'll show up to that one. I'm getting paid too. So you better show your ass up to
subscribe right here. Press the button.
Wow, this guy.
He's about to Google it. You about to Google it?
Complete it, and I put a note. Bitch, you're staring at the ceiling.
Look at him. He's Googling it. He's checking it.
No, my mom was like, get the fuck out of here!
The sleep doctor. You're wrong for that.